Remember, the run order for today is based on the run order from last night. Now, Clay Millican yesterday, in the middle of the afternoon, ran a 3:68, which was a very stout run, got him right in the middle of the field. But as Clay said, when the sun's out, we're good. When it gets dark, we're not quite so good. And last night, they came up here during that Friday night live session when everybody was throwing down, and they didn't get down. So they are in the number 9 qualifying position right now. But Jimmo and the guys down there for Rick Ware Racing, the Parts Plus Biohaven car, the one thing that they're almost okay with about not making those great Friday night runs, we don't do a lot of racing on Friday night. We do some qualifying on Friday night. But we're going to be racing out here tomorrow in conditions much like this. And this is when you're going to be able to, or you're going to want to shine. Jim Oberhofer, been around this game a long time, and he is a Texas guy. Crew chief walking away from that Parts Plus machine. Steve Torrance sits number 1 after last night's 3:63. Wow. Man, he hit the gas and that thing went kablooey before it went 3 feet. Clay pulls it over to the side and gets it stopped. Interesting that the car only went 60 feet, but the first thing Clay was thinking of is don't be in the groove in case something's coming out of it. We're going to watch this one more time in slow motion, and it's just going to look expensive all over again. I can't tell you exactly what it was, but I would bet the house was a situation like that. It was mechanical related when he hit the gas, and by mechanical related, I mean not so much tune-up related. Sometimes we see him go down the racetrack, the engines go sour and then go crazy. But when something happens there, it's almost always that something just broke, and they're going to have to go down and take that thing apart, do an autopsy, and try to get it squared away and figured out for final qualifying later on today. The good news for Clay, he's in the field, 368. He's in the number 9 spot. Of course, with what we've seen out there in pro stock and even the pro stock motorcycles, I'm not sure anything's safe right now. It's not going to look any better from this angle. Watch this. Watch the butterflies. Open, cylinder out, kablooey. There is no question about it. Something mechanical. Been watching these things a long time, and occasionally you'll see something where a spark will jump this way or a fuel thing will go that way, but almost every time you see something that looks like that, some physical part inside the engine broke. So we fire up the first 2. One of them does a burnout, backs up and doesn't go any further, and the other one goes, well, kablooey. Let's check in with Chris, trackside.
Down here on the starting line with Clay Millican. Clay, you hit the gas and that thing popped. What's that like in the car when it lets go that quick?
It might require a Tylenol, that's for sure. I don't know what it was there. I mean, we were looking to go out there and probably improve on our run from yesterday. And, man, hey, you Texas folks, let's hear a big shout out for how awesome it is that y'all are here. Thank you guys for being the best fans. We love you guys. Love y'all.
You listen to his accent, he doesn't exactly sound like a native Texan, does he? If you don't follow Clay on social media, you need to. Some of the projects that he's got going and some of the things he does a lot of live broadcast stuff, a lot of social media. And he is quite the character to follow even when he's not driving the top fuel car. So the safety safari out there, just making sure that there's no debris, anything else left down there on the racetrack. The Parts Plus machine will go back and they'll start getting ready for the next round.